Hey everyone, welcome to this week's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
We're sick.
It's the semifinals though, that's exciting.
They started off with a bowling alley, like 50s pro open, which was so exciting. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
The celebrities came out at the end. They were all dressed alike in black and white.
It was good times.
Yeah, so Tom Bergeron tells us this is anyone's game. Every one of the final four has been in the lead after the audience votes at one time or another.
After they combine the judges' scores and the audience votes.
Right.
That's wild! That is really cool.
Yeah. So tonight, each celebrity and pro are going to be doing two dances. First one is whatever. Second one is...
Judge's choice. This is a new thing. It's not just like the judge helps mentor one of the celebrities. It's like the judge picks out the style, the music, the
total
theme.
concept.
Yeah. So they're very invested in this.
Exactly. And they don't get to judge their own mentoree.
Right. All right. Mentee.
Mentee.
Okay, so let's start.
Is that even a word?
I guess. I don't know. Let's start by talking about Rumor and Val.
All right. So we heard this all before.
We get a little backstory on the celebrities.
Video package. Yes, she's the daughter of Demi Moore and
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. She was a magical little elf when she was born, but guess what? When you've got two amazing looking parents and the child doesn't really look like the parents, she's been through a lot. People were cruel to her, which is BS because everybody's their own person.
Yeah.
So I feel bad.
Leave Rumor alone!
She's her own person. It doesn't matter who her parents are.
I think she's really like come into her own in this show, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
On this show.
I think so. So she did a Viennese waltz. That looks like it says 80 Shades of Grey.
It does. Only 50.
Only 50.
Only 50.
I thought it was a little too sexy.
The thing about this, I felt like because they took so many moments to be like, it was a little too stop and start for me with the Viennese waltz. I don't know. I mean, it had some great stuff, but at times
tuck your butt under, girl.
Yeah, tuck that butt in.
All right, so then also for the first dance, they had somebody special backstage, so her mom was there backstage. I think her mom is looking pretty good. She took off the glasses this week. I think she had her Botox appointment.
Oh, that's not nice. Okay, so Rumor got a 38 for her first dance.
Every other week, she was sitting in the audience with her glasses.
Okay.
She was like, oh, I'm putting in the contacts today. I can't have lines when I go to my interview.
All right, let's talk about the judge's choice dance.
Well, they got stuck with Bruno.
Oh, what's wrong with Bruno?
He's a little crazy.
Well, I thought Bruno had an amazing concept for this dance.
Actually, he really did.
He wanted to do a Swan Lake dance, some sort of like contemporary fusion. There was some tango in there, I think some Viennese in there, and it was an amazing concept.
It even had like a futuristic type thing because they did like a quick change, but it obviously wasn't right there.
They had to film that.
They filmed that in advance.
She went from White Swan to Black Swan. It was awesome.
Yeah. Although, as awesome as it was, I kind of thought he could have done so much more. It was a little underwhelming.
I don't know. Like I said, really love the concept, but I feel like you said, it could have been so much more.
It started out really great, and then it kind of fell flat for me.
Yeah.
So they got a 30.
I don't know if it was the choreography or what. I think they portrayed the characters great.
Yeah.
The acting was wonderful, but...
Well, that was a 68 for them. Let's just say the judges' round was pretty much a wash.
Everyone got a 30.
All right, let's talk about Noah and Sharna. He joined the armed services after 9/11.
And he realized, I want to do this as my career. Like, he really found something that he loved.
His calling. So, that's really awesome.
They talked about his journey, like, after he was injured and everything. I have so much respect for him.
I really do, too.
For staying positive. Because I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So they started off with a Viennese waltz, and this is a really tough dance for him.
Viennese waltz, that rotation is so important, and it's fast, too.
Yeah. He did his best. I mean, he did do the rotations.
They did put some rotations in there.
And I thought, you know,
it was beautiful.
He did as good as he could do.
I love how on that one part when they were walking up the stairs, Sharna was like swinging her leg too.
Yes,
that was such a nice
how they
touch.
Incorporated that as well. So backstage, his special +1 was his girlfriend, and everybody crapped their pants when he got down on one knee, whipped out a diamond ring, and was like, "Marry me."
Oh my God!
You give her that ring.
It was amazing.
Even Tom Bergeron was crying.
Even Tom, he's a human.
He's an old softie.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah. And they got a 36 for that.
Okay. Well, they got a 10 for the engagement.
Yeah.
36 for the dance.
All right. So Carrie Ann was their judge's helper. And
she wanted them to do a paso doble.
Yeah. I absolutely love the concept of this.
Yeah, you got these 4 bulls. You got Sharna, who's just like, oh. And then
how cool were those bull costumes?
Yeah,
with the
cool.
horns.
And then Noah was like the ultimate matador.
There was some really interesting stuff in here. I loved how they assisted him.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was flying at one point. I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then he went like arm to arm with the bulls. It was so cool. Of course, it was a 30. Everybody got a 30.
All right, so that means his total for the night was 66.
All right, so let's take a break and talk about the Perfect 10 tour. Sneak preview.
We got to see one of the dances from the tour.
That was off the chain.
It was awesome.
That was really, really good.
And then Melissa Rycroft jumped in there at the end.
And it wasn't that great. She's not a pro.
It's tough to be the only non-pro dancing with all the pros, you know?
Yeah. But boy, that dance in the beginning, it was good. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right, next up, Riker and Allison.
He's one of 5 kids.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I may have known that. I forgot.
Well, you know what? He has a sibling band, but you know what I didn't know? He was a warbler.
I totally forgot. Oh my God, when I saw the picture with him, I was like, oh yeah, that's crazy.
That was really cool. Now I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that. Alright, so they started off with a contemporary, which is like a freaking dream because...
His partner is Allison!
Hello!
Allison!
She is like the best contemporary dancer of our time, I feel like.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know. There's a lot out there.
She is pretty.
I mean, she's definitely
amazing.
up there. I don't know. She's definitely amazing, yeah. This did not disappoint.
No. They had some powder. I don't know how they do that and not like choke. I would be dying. But he
keep your mouth shut.
Was phenomenal. And of course she is. She can't do contemporary and not be phenomenal.
Yeah, he really showed his emotions, you know?
I think Julianne got a little carried away though when she was like, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I couldn't tell who was the pro there. Really?
It always seems like there's like something there between Julianne and Allison.
Yeah.
Some sort of animosity. I don't know. Maybe we're reading into it too much.
I don't know. But
did you see in Riker's video package a family friend?
Mr. Coulson!
Mr. Coulson from Never Been Kissed! What? Amazing.
I was hoping that he would be backstage, but it was his sister.
Still cool, still cool.
We want Mr. Coulson! Alright, so they got a perfect score. They got a 40 for this, and they totally deserved it. Yep.
Amazing.
Alright, so Julianne was their judge, their little mentor, and they had a beautiful Argentine tango.
Yeah. And they were like, hey, Julianne, dance with us. And she was like, okay.
No, she was like,
I'm so not prepared. Oh, here's my costume.
Exactly. Alright, so this could have been really great, but it was a little bit sloppy.
It almost felt like a dress rehearsal to me. Yeah.
Like they weren't dancing full out?
Maybe. Or maybe they were just dancing so hard that they were kind of like losing it a little bit, because I felt like there were a few sloppy moments. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Allison is a fantastic contemporary dancer, but she is not an Argentine tango dancer.
No.
So Julianne was great. Her movements were sharp and she was making beautiful shapes and everything.
I would hope so.
I felt like Allison, however, just was not going through the movements completely.
What about Riker?
He was a little wobbly.
Okay. Well, they still got a perfect 30, which means they had a perfect night of 70.
All right. So now let's talk about Nastya and Derek / Sasha.
Yeah.
She was born in Russia. Mm-hmm. She was raised as a gymnast.
By gymnasts.
Yeah. She won gold medal. She fell. Career was over.
That was so sad. I remember that. That was really sad.
She freaking figured out there's more to life than gymnastics. Good for her. Because there really is. Yeah. And I'm glad that, you know, she's just... did you see Nadia Comaneci? Holy crap.
She looks fantastic.
She looks better than she did when she was younger.
All right. Well, let's talk about Nastya's first dance. It was a quick step. I loved it.
They did great. And Derek wasn't sticking his head in the whole time. It was awesome. They even did that move where they flip.
The cartwheel with one hand and they're like holding hands. Or is that a cartwheel? I don't know, whatever. But I feel like I've seen Sasha do that before and it was really cool.
Did he do it with Snooki?
I thought he did, yeah.
All right.
But I think they're really gelling.
Yeah, they really are. I think they would have been great all season. Mm-hmm. Derek had too much on his plate. I'm sorry, but it's true.
He still was amazing this season. But
yeah. All right. So then backstage was her mom and dad. It was really cool. Where's
Perfect
Mr.
score.
Coulson?
Mr. Coulson is not coming.
All right. So their mentor was Len.
This was so heartbreaking, touching, beautiful. So Len was talking about how hard it is to watch all these dances week after week when, you know, he was a professional ballroom dancer and now his body doesn't allow him to dance anymore.
Or as Derek said, his body betrayed him. All right, so Len dances through Derek.
Mm-hmm. They did a Viennese waltz.
Which was beautiful. This might have been one of my favorite. This might have been my favorite dance of the night. Mm-hmm. I absolutely adored it, and I loved at the end when Len came out. He didn't do much, but what he did was what she needed.
Okay.
Simply beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
I loved it. So they got a perfect score, and they got a perfect score for the whole night.
Yeah. So they tied with Riker and Allison.
All right, so
tomorrow night, results show.
I'm nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. Flo Rida is going to be there. A bunch of other people going to be there.
And another couple's going home. And we're going to find out who makes it to the finals.
Who do you want to see make it to the finals? And who do you think's in trouble?
I don't know.
It's so tough right now because they're all really great, yeah, in their own way. So let us know in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And until then, much love.
Edit.